Yo, this is JSF. First off, I want to say thanks for 200 subs. I appreciate it. Everybody who subscribed to the channel, I appreciate all y'all. But yeah. So I was looking. Well, I was actually playing, right? Playing instead as Robocop. Nothing crazy. Nothing out of the ordinary. But I was playing a Kodakon player. Pretty good, or at least, well, he knew what he was doing, I should say. I don't know how good or bad people really are sometimes, unless context. But no, he knew what he was doing. It was cool. I ended up losing a set 2-1, and I was thinking, and I was looking at things and thinking, like, in that matchup, right? Robocop wants to be like either way out here doing some of this or way up here doing some of this. But the weakness with the character is in this range, right? And I was kind of thinking about just saying, or just going over, how good is Robocop really? Like, how good is Robocop right now? He's not bad. I'm gonna say that off rip. This is not a video talking about or downplaying Robocop, saying buff Robocop, blah blah blah, because I don't think there's any buff you can give him that would change his problem. But I think that the issue he has, well, in Variation 3 he doesn't really have this issue. This video is more about Variation 2, because I play Variation 2, which is Prime Directive. I know it says Super Cop up there, but that's just what it says. Anyway, I forgot to change that name. But yeah, so I always talk about what you need to be good in this game and what tools you need to have, right? Like you need to have staggers, like that's -7, that's -5, that's -7, that's got a crush and blow attack, so you can do something like that. You can do, or you can even stagger this because that's -5 and it's 10 frame mid. That it's -6, but people tend to know if you finish the string or not. Yeah, and that's unsafe, right? But you can stagger this, that, or even this sometimes to just backdash, like got that. It's got 1-2-1. You know, second hits a mid, third's a high, and if it lands, special cancelable is pretty good. He's got some good stuff up close, right? And I always say that you as a character, you need oh god, just block Robocop. You need fast mids, right? 9 frame mid, always beautiful to have. Also an 11 frame mid, always beautiful to have. I didn't realize all the hits in this string come out 9 frames. So if you stagger this and throw, it's literally unseeable. It's like, I mean, it's unlike fuzzyable, I guess I would say, because it comes out basically the exact same time as like that one, right? Kind of crazy, right? So having good staggers, good strike throw mix, good throw game. That's another thing. Robocop has a very good throw game. Very good throw game. You're gonna take some throws unless you're Chap. When I played him in Combat League, and he took like 7 throws, and I was like, God damn, I gotta stop going for throws. That was nuts, yeah. But boom, I default to back throw a lot. I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, so you gotta have a good strike throw mix, gotta have a good throw game, you gotta have a fast mid. He's got a 10 frame mid. So he's got that. He's got some of these tools like that you typically need. He's got a 7 frame down 1, which is a good sign. You don't want to have a super slow down 1. Sweep's good. That's not important, but sweep's good. Now what else does he have? He has some type of full screen presence, right? Now, you don't need to be an amazing zoning character to be top tier in this game or to be really good in this game, but I feel like you need some type of full screen presence. Or, well, we'll get to that. Some type of full screen presence, right? So, he's got amazing zoning. His zoning is really good. He's got some of the best zoning in the game. That I will just put out there. Yes, I believe he has some of the best zoning in the game. He's probably top 3 zoning characters, if not the best zoning character in the game in this variation. In Variation 2, right? He even got a parry, which I don't use enough. But and then the one thing, well, there's 2 things really, but it's kind of feeds into itself. But like I said, he lacks in this mid range, right? He doesn't really have many buttons that go very far, right? He's got back 1, but look at that range. You know, from here doesn't even hit. Like, The only button he has with range is 4-4, and even that range is not crazy, and it's 18 frames. Now, I know every character in the game doesn't have long range buttons. That's why I have Liu Kang here, right? Liu Kang doesn't really have a button that just goes like super far, right? He doesn't either. But Liu Kang has something that Robocop does not have. That's that. Liu Kang has something Robocop doesn't. He can fucking fly. And I know that in Variation 3, Robocop has it, but his is only in the air. So having an air-only charge that's like unsafe and punishable, or just punishable on block, is a little tougher. Oh, he can't fly kick in the air. What the fuck am I doing? Air fireball. But yeah, it's something that, like, I don't want to say you just throw out, because you should not just be throwing out flying kick at all. But when you end up fighting characters who have longer range buttons as Robocop, if you can't stay back here doing this, or just being here playing your offensive game, you're fucked, because as soon as they get any room to back up, and in this range, you literally can't do shit. You have to run away, like, you have to, or you have to try to find a spot where you can get in and get some pressure going, right? And it's interesting. This is not a problem I've dealt with before, really, because every other character I played, like, even if they didn't have the up close buttons, or the up close staggers, throw game, whatever the fuck, if they didn't have that type of deal, they always at least had some range buttons. And this is the first time I've really noticed, like, well, not noticed, but that I played a character like this, right? And then, like, that's what triggered the thinking in my brain, like, wow, this is interesting, right? Because for a while I was thinking, oh, if you got, you know, you got the pressure game up front, shit, you can play the meta game, you probably be top tier, you'll probably be really good, right? And you have some zoning, so, you know, people need to come to you. But what about when you need to go to them? Well, when they have the life lead, what about from this range, right? Round start for me, I usually back up, you know? Or sometimes if I want to make a read, I do something like this. Because if you jump, you'll get hit by that. But some characters have buttons that'll hit you from here, right? And then it's like, what can you do? You're locked down into blocking as soon as the fight starts. You're already at a disadvantage as a Robocop player. It's kind of crazy. Like, this is the neutral positioning. You're not too far, not too close. But this range, he's already at a disadvantage. So it's like a unique problem. And it's something that I really thought didn't exist until I looked around at more characters. I like looked around a little bit, because I've played and looked at a lot of characters, but I haven't played much. So we'll look at a couple other characters, right? We'll look at a couple other characters. Just to talk about this point a little bit. Because I realized, like, all the shit Robocop has, like, in the problem he has, I thought about it. I said, wait a minute. I know what this is. He's Sonya. Robocop is Sonya Blade. Robocop is Sonya Blade. He is Sonya. Wow. And I never even noticed it until today. And what does that mean, right? What does that mean? Now, we remember Sonya, right? Sonya from fucking when the game first came out, and there were 18 Sonya players, and you were getting hit with this shit all day. Whatever the fuck, you were getting hit with that shit, getting launched like a motherfucker. Or she was going, what's the other one? Yeah. I gotta EX it to fucking whatever. You know what I'm trying to do. This shit. You know, or it's you know. We know that, right? Now, I'm not talking about the 50-50 part, the mix-up part, because Robocop doesn't have that. He doesn't have 50-50. I mean, he does, but he has strike throw 50-50. He doesn't have overhead low 50-50 that launches, and that's where they differ. But what I mean by he's Sonya is, whoa, wrong button. Well, damn, what's the command? There it goes. You got some of the, wow, that's far range. That sucks. But that's an overhead. But you got some of the best zoning in the game. You got a crushing blow on your fireball, as you just saw. You can cancel. Well, he can't cancel his fireball, but she can, which is really good. Yeah, you got The drone drop is really good too if you know how to use it. First hits and overhead. Yeah, so you got really good zoning. You really got all that. You got some up close game. Frame data to be on. What is her? What's the button? Yeah, got a 10 frame mid. I don't know why some of your players act like they don't have one. They have a 10 frame mid. Then they have a 9 frame high to an overhead. Or you can go into a low. That's the mix up. But so she has like. What is her other string? I don't know any. I've never played Sonya, so I don't like know what her shit is. But they masked the fuck out of this down 3 though. This is Sonya players 101. But yeah, so she's got some up close game. She's got the mix that makes her offense go. She's got amazing zoning. But in this range, what the hell can Sonya do to you in this range, right? Like, honestly, the way I've always beat Sonya players historically is just by spacing them out, right? Because look at this. What can Sonya do to Kung Lao from here? Like, from round start. You got this 18 frame low. Is the only thing that you can hit with from round start. Everything else, whiffs, right? Now, what is the string on this? What is it, back 3? Yeah, what's the string on back 3? I really don't know, so you about to learn with me. What's the string on back 3? You can cancel that string, that's weird. Back 3, down 4, up 4. That's interesting. So you can go into this. That lovely string. I just got a feeling. So, a lot like Robocop, she's got one string that hits in this range. It's hers has a slightly more range and it's a low, so it's a little better. With flawless block gaps on every single hit. It is safe on block. And it is low mid, but yeah. Anyway, you don't see a lot of that from Sonya players, right? I mean, there's probably a good reason. But yeah, that's like the kind of point I want to make. This video is not about Sonya, but I realized this fucking Robocop is Sonya. Like, this character already exists in the game. Like, his up close buttons are a little safer than hers. But she also has the 50-50 mix up shit that he doesn't have, and she gets way more damage than him. He can't really launch you for much damage. That's not really his game. But yeah, it's super interesting, right? And then when you look at other characters, right? Like even Kung Lao. Well, 10 frame mid, right? He's got it. Auto shimmy string, you know. Obviously strike throw mix. He's got throw crush and blows. He's got 1 or 2. Let's fuck it. Let's just do it the old fashioned way and find out. Wait, that has a crush and blow. I thought I had those on. I guess I was just earning those with Sonya. Yep. Is this one? No. So just back throw. He's got a stupid ass dive kick. See, that's the thing though. Like with Kung Lao, he's got a good button that covers this range. 15 frame mid. Whoop. Got a really good button that covers that range. I don't know the string. Yeah, this. Hit confirmable. He's also got dive kick, fuck neutral, so he can get wherever he wants to be on the screen. He can get there. He also has teleport. Like Sonya doesn't really have, like she doesn't have. Does she even have dive kick in this game? Like, what the hell does she have? You know, like she doesn't have her little MKX fucking cartwheel kick thing where she handstand kick thing. So like she doesn't have that fuck neutral move to get in. She has to stay here, right? Like characters either have the mid-range buttons or they have a fuck neutral move to put them there, like to give them something to fight in the mid-range, right? Like Liu Kang, if you're like around here doing shit, like Kodokan's around here not blocking because you know he's not blocking. You can just fly and kick him, boom. But Sonya doesn't have that. Robocop doesn't have that. It's super interesting. Like it got me to thinking and looking at a lot of characters because I was like, this is a very interesting problem. And it's just interesting to realize that that Sonya is fucking Robocop, that they're the same character. I mean, obviously they're not exactly the same character, but I think you know what I mean, right? Like Scorpion's a little different. Who else are we looking at here? Let's look at Katana. Just looking at some characters in general, right? It's like it's like there's I think about this game in terms of not points, but like, do you have like a kind of a checklist, right? You have this, check. Do you have this, check. Do you have this? No. Damn, you're probably not that good. Like I think of it that way, and then I look at frame data as well. But like, and there's some unique situations that make up for it, like Scorpion, right? He does not have a 10 frame mid whatsoever. His fastest mid is 13 frames. That's -2. He's got down 1, which is 7 frames. He's got good strike throw game. Strike throw game is really good. He's got throw crushing blows. I don't gotta show those. We've all seen them. But he's unique in the fact that he has a teleport and teleport cancel. So no matter what, he can always teleport at the blink of an eye. No matter what, you literally can't. I've had Scorpion players be right there, and then teleport. Like where my anti-air should hit him, I make the mistake of going for an anti-air, whoop, and I get punished. So like he creates a unique game for himself, right? He has that fuck neutral move, and he has the mid-range move, but he also, when he has a teleport cancel, he has the you know, the mid-range game, the mind games. It's not amazing, but it exists, right? It gives him the pressure game that he lacks when he doesn't have a 10 frame mid, right? It gives him the, like, I don't know how to say this. I'm really bad at this, but you know what I'm trying to say. He's like, he can play the up close game of the meta. He can't check everything you do that's minus with a mid, but he can check it with a down 1, and he's got good walk speed. He can down 1 back up, and if you do anything, you're fucking done. So like, they gave him a way to deal with it without giving him the same thing. You know what I mean? And I think they should probably just make him normal and just give him a mid instead of him having to use a low poke or a poke and then whiff punish. But it works, you know, and then he can always go into this and be -2, -1. Or if you know, the crush and blow built into that string helps with his game as well, right? Then we got young Katana. I don't know shit about Katana, honestly. She's got zoning, full screen presence. With Scorpion, his full screen presence is spear, or fucking he can just teleport. He can get in and punish you for anything. So we got Phantos, which is really good. Nah, wrong. What the fuck is it? There we go. How do you throw it? Yeah. This is Highborn Katana. So she's got the side toss. She's really good. This is really good. Also got teleport, so doesn't need to deal with anything. And still has square wave, right? Now it's like variation 3 Robocop because it's only in the air. But in this variation, right? But in variation 1, she can do it on the ground, and she still has a teleport in this variation. So it's like she can get wherever she needs to be on the screen. Not to mention she's got the mid-range buttons, right? She's kind of similar to Scorpion in the fact that she doesn't have like a 10 frame mid, right? Like, why is that a high? Look how low that is. That's so weird. Why can you duck this? The fuck's going on here? Her fastest mid, right? Her fastest mid is 13 frames, right? It's like Scorpions. But she's doing anything into razors. That's her game. See? Depending on when you end this shit, -1, neutral, -9, -3. I saw a +1 one of these times. Like, you know, the shit you cannot punish is the point I'm trying to make. So her stagger game is amazing. Her pressure game is good because she can literally just fucking, from this range outside, she can just block string you, right? What the fuck is the string? What the fuck is the string? Y'all know what string I'm talking about. This shit. And then just go into razors, and you're like, fuck, I gotta block it. And then afterwards, they're gonna fucking down 3 you. So she's still like, it's like they manage to give most of the characters what they need. They give them the up close game they need. They give them some kind of mid range button that they can use. Maybe a couple. She's got a few. Katana does pretty well in the mid range, I think. That's one thing I've always liked about her, but I don't like anything else about her playstyle. I like her design, not her playstyle. Yeah, it's just super interesting, and I wonder how far, like, or how deep they think this type of stuff, right? Like, do they even, like, pay attention to this kind of thing? Because it's something that you give a bunch of, like, there's more. There's Jade. Like, there's a bunch of characters. Like, there's Aaron Black. Like, there's a long list, right? Basically, every character that I say is top tier, or I say is abusable, or I say is like a meta character, they have, like, they can do everything. Like, they, like, even Shiva, right? Shiva doesn't really have good mid-range buttons. Her mid-range buttons kind of ass. Like, they don't really have great range, but she has fucking Stomp. And she has Trimmer in Variation 1, and I think she has, like, she's got other moves, right? But it's like, it's so interesting. I feel like so far what I've noticed is like Robocop and Sonya, like the only two characters who like they have what you think would make them good, so they're good. But what holds them back is they don't have anything in that mid-range. And it's not even that you need an amazing mid-range game, right? It's not even that you need that. You just need something. You need something to check with, right? Because from half a screen away, Robocop, if he does any kind of projectile, it's a risk, right? Because he might get jumped at, he might get rolled under, he might get whiff punish. If you're Kotal Khan, your long ass buttons can hit him. If you're Jade, your long ass buttons can hit him. Like, it's super interesting, right? I don't know. I might do some more research on this, but what do y'all think? I know I kind of started with how good is Robocop and kind of got sidetracked, but I think Robocop's a really good character, but he will always be a little bit held back. It's Sonya syndrome, right? Like, day one, everybody thought, not that everybody thought Robocop was good day one either, but like Sonya was like everywhere at the beginning of the game, and then people realized, oh, there are ways to deal with this. You know? Like, there are ways to deal with this. Oh, that's not, it's scary. And then you constantly, well, at least me, from what I see, like, Sonya players just get spaced out and can't really do shit about it. You just got to try to dash, get in. And once you get in, play your offense. But if that don't go your way, kind of fucked. Like, even Jax. Jax has some kind of full screen presence. He's got his what is it, thumper, his gunshot. He's got his ground pound. People don't really zone with Jax, but it's possible. He also has his modified dash punch or whatever, the one where that's an unblockable grab at the end. He's got that move to get in. If he has super, that's a fucking full screen projectile. But Jax is his mid-range game kind of sucks too, but he has a move to get in. He has back forward too, right? Boom. It's not flying kick, but it's safer, and it covers a decent amount of range in the mid-range, so you can't just do shit. Like basically, like, I can't check you if I'm playing Robocop for just being half screen away from me doing shit, or a little closer, or being round start range doing shit. I can't do anything to you. I just gotta commit to shooting a projectile and hope that you didn't jump or duck under it, and you know what I mean? If you're Nightwolf, hope you didn't roll under it, right? And we need to talk about spirit tracks being safe against some characters too. We need to talk about that. We got a NetherRealm. You done it again. We need to fucking talk about spirit tracks. But anyway, yeah, I think Robocop is good. I think he's solid. I think he's a pretty good character. But I don't think I don't think he's top tier, and I think this is a problem you can't really fix, right? You can't invent a new move. Well, you can. They've done it before, but they're not. You can't give him a new normal that suddenly has like Joker 4-2 range, right? You can't do that, and I doubt they're just going to give him a random charge move, even though his super is a charge, but his super doesn't even have that much range. I don't know, it's just weird. Like, he's going to end up where Sonya is on the tier list, and it's gonna stay that way. And like he'll never be like super top tier. But he's good though. Don't think Robocop is bad. If you like him, play him. If you don't like him, hey, like play who you like, man. At the end of the day, play who you like. Also play him sometimes, but I'm either focus playing more Joker or find a new character. I want to play somebody that I can like. I'm never at a just. I never want to be in a position where I just can't do anything. I'm like, wow, okay, I can't do shit. And Robocop's wake ups are garbage. That's another thing. His wake ups are ass. So that's another problem. If your wake ups suck, that don't really help you either. So keep that in mind too. But anyway, yeah, just something that I noticed playing today. Something that I thought about, and I do a lot of thinking. Like sometimes when I'm when I'm like get better, it's just from me thinking about shit. Literally me sitting here and going, wow, well that situation, I guess I could have did this, or I guess I could do this. Wait, what button would I use for that? Oh wait, I don't have a button for that. Oh, I'm just fucked. Like, you know what like just going through the thoughts in my head type shit. But yeah, anyway, let me know what y'all think. Again, thank you for 200 subs. I really appreciate it. Follow my Twitch if you haven't already. Put the link in the bio, twitch.tv/JSF. Yeah, man, keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. I appreciate everybody who does. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Next sub goal is 500. It's probably gonna be forever before I get there, but we got to get to 1,000 one day. All right, y'all, stay safe. JSF, I'm out of here. Subscribe for more content.